Have you ever walked into a room and felt the energy shift? The way a smile doesn't quite reach someone's eyes, or how the silence thickens when you enter the conversation? It's subtle, yet undeniable. You may not always recognize it, but there's a feeling that lingers, something that tells you they're not happy for you. It's jealousy. But here's the thing. Jealousy doesn't always shout its presence. It's often silent, hidden behind a smile or a well-meaning comment. And most of the time, the person who feels it won't admit it, not even to themselves. They won't tell you they envy your growth, your calm, or the inner peace you've worked so hard to build. But it shows through their actions, their words, and sometimes in their complete silence. What if I told you that understanding this hidden emotion could actually help you? That recognizing jealousy for what it is not only helps you protect your own peace, but also allows you to rise above it with grace and strength. In this video, we'll explore 5 powerful signs that someone is truly jealous of you. These aren't just surface-level observations, but deep reflections on how envy manifests itself in ways we often miss. And by recognizing these signs, you'll find the strength to remain untouched, to continue your journey without being dragged into unnecessary battles. You see, the Stoic way teaches us to stand firm in our purpose, no matter the noise around us. And jealousy? It's just noise. When you understand it for what it is, it loses its power over you. So let's dive into these signs and explore how you can rise above the envy, stay true to yourself, and continue to grow. Because at the end of the day, your growth is yours to own. Let's begin. Part 1. When they criticize your growth and efforts. You've worked tirelessly. Day after day, you've put in the effort to better yourself, to grow in ways that matter to you. Whether it's through learning new skills, refining your mindset, or taking risks to change your life, you've made progress. You've earned your success. And yet, there's always someone who seems ready to criticize your growth. Have you felt that? That subtle disapproval that feels so out of place given all the hard work you've put in? Here's the thing. Those who are truly jealous of your progress won't celebrate your wins, no matter how big or small. Instead, they will find ways to diminish the very things you've worked so hard to achieve. It's never an open attack. It's quieter, more insidious. They'll tell you things like, "Don't push yourself too hard," or "Why are you even trying so hard? You're fine as you are." They make it sound like concern, but deep down, you know it's not. It's something deeper. It's envy. Why does this happen? Why do people feel the need to tear down what you've built, especially when they've done nothing to build their own path? The answer lies in the uncomfortable truth. Your growth exposes their own stagnation. Your discipline, your commitment to bettering yourself, challenges them in a way they aren't ready to face. They see you working hard, making progress, and suddenly, their own lack of effort or direction becomes glaringly obvious. But here's the important part. You don't have to respond to that energy. It's easy to get caught up in the drama, to feel the need to explain yourself or justify your efforts. But remember, you don't owe anyone that. You don't need to make anyone understand why you're putting in the work, why you're striving for better. Your journey is yours, and no one else's opinion can validate your path or determine your worth. Instead of being upset by their criticism, try to understand it for what it is, a reflection of their internal struggles, not yours. When someone criticizes your growth, it's not about you. It's about their inability to see the possibilities for themselves. And that's something you can't fix. Only they can change their own mindset, just like you changed yours. So how do you handle this kind of criticism? You stay focused. You keep moving forward. You continue to improve, because the only thing that matters is your own journey. Don't let their jealousy derail you. When they try to tear you down, let it be a reminder to stay humble, stay grounded, and most importantly, to keep going. Remember this: your growth isn't just about the results, it's about the process. It's about showing up every day, despite the doubts, despite the challenges, despite the naysayers. You're not growing for their approval. You're growing because it's what you've chosen for yourself. So when you face criticism for your growth, know that it's a sign you're on the right track. You're pushing boundaries, both your own and theirs. You're living with purpose, and that, my friend, is something they can't take away from you. Keep going, not because you need their validation, but because your inner strength, your commitment, and your vision are your true guiding lights. Part 2. When they celebrate your setbacks, you've been through a lot. You've worked hard, sacrificed, and put your heart into something that mattered to you. And then, life happens. Things don't go as planned. You stumble, you fall, you face a setback. It's painful, isn't it? That feeling of vulnerability, that sting when your efforts don't lead to success. It's something everyone experiences at some point. And yet, there are people around you who seem to take a strange pleasure in these moments of difficulty. Have you ever noticed how, when things go wrong for you, some people lean in just a little too much? They don't seem concerned. They don't offer a hand to help you up. Instead, they almost celebrate your setback. It's subtle, but it's there. They say things like, "Well, I saw this coming," or "Maybe it's just not meant to be." They act as though your struggle brings them comfort, as though your failure is somehow a reflection of their own success. This behavior is often driven by jealousy. They see you working hard, growing, and achieving, and they see you pushing boundaries. And when you fall, it feels like they're getting a glimpse of what they've been waiting for, the moment you're no longer ahead. Your setback becomes their moment of comfort because, in their mind, it temporarily levels the playing field. But it's not about you. It never was. It's important to understand this dynamic because when it happens, it can hurt. You might question yourself. You might even feel anger or frustration. But remember, their celebration of your downfall doesn't diminish your worth. It doesn't take away from your journey. It doesn't change the fact that you are on the path to something greater. Their reaction is a reflection of their own insecurities, not a judgment of your character or potential. What they fail to see is that setbacks are not failures. They are lessons. Each misstep you take is an opportunity for growth. When you stumble, you learn. When you fall, you rise again, stronger and wiser than before. So when someone celebrates your setbacks, recognize it for what it is, a sign that they don't understand the true meaning of growth. You are not defined by the times you fall. You are defined by the way you get back up. This is the core of resilience, the ability to continue moving forward despite the obstacles, and no one can take that away from you. Their celebrations, their opinions, their judgments are just noise. You don't need their approval to continue your journey. You don't need their validation to know that your path is real and meaningful. When you experience setbacks, Allow yourself the space to feel disappointed. But don't allow that disappointment to define you. Understand that every successful person, every person you admire, has faced challenges. Every victory you see has been hard-won. You will face setbacks, but they are not the end of your story. They are simply the beginning of a new chapter. So, when someone celebrates your fall, take a deep breath. Don't let their words or their energy pull you down. You know who you are, you know the strength inside you, and you know that setbacks are not the end. They are just another step toward the success you are building. Keep moving forward, one step at a time. Stay focused on your growth. Your setbacks don't define you. How you rise from them, that's what matters. Part 3. When they mimic your actions without acknowledging it. It's a strange feeling when you notice someone doing exactly what you've been doing, yet they don't acknowledge where it came from. They take your ideas, your methods, your approach, and make it their own. But there's no recognition, no credit, and certainly no thank you. It's almost as if they are trying to wear your success without ever admitting they've learned from you. At first, it might seem flattering. You might think, well, they must see value in what I'm doing. But then, when you start to notice it more often, the picture becomes clearer. It's no longer about admiration. It's no longer about sharing knowledge or supporting each other. It's about something deeper, something more subtle: jealousy. What they don't realize is that mimicking someone's actions isn't the same as understanding the purpose behind those actions. It's not about copying the movements. It's about embracing the discipline, the growth, and the inner strength that drives them. When they mimic your actions, they miss the essence of what you've built. They miss the struggle, the sacrifice, the hours of work that went into making those actions meaningful. To them, it's just surface level. But to you, it's everything. You, however, know the truth. You know that the real power comes from within. It's your internal drive, your mindset, and your purpose that fuels every decision you make, every action you take. They may be able to imitate your outward behavior, but they can never replicate the internal discipline that makes it meaningful. They may try to outshine you in their own way, but deep down, they know they are only mimicking a shadow of what you've created. When someone mimics you without acknowledgement, it's easy to feel disrespected. You might feel anger, frustration, or even confusion. But here's the thing to remember: their mimicry is not a reflection of your worth. It's a reflection of their inability to truly understand your journey. They may take your actions, but they can never take your essence. They can mimic the outside, but they will never grasp the depth of your inner work. This is where the Stoic mindset can truly help you. The Stoics believed in focusing on what is in our control and accepting what is not. You cannot control how others behave. You cannot control their intentions or their lack of acknowledgement. But you can control your response. You can choose to rise above the pettiness and keep your focus on your own growth. In those moments when you notice someone mimicking you, don't allow it to rattle you. Don't let it disturb your peace. Instead, recognize it for what it is: a sign of their insecurity, a reflection of their own struggles. Their need to mimic is a subtle admission that they feel threatened by your authenticity. It's their way of trying to fill the gap that they feel inside themselves. But you don't need to play into that game. You know who you are. You know your worth. What truly matters is not what they do, but how you continue to grow. Keep moving forward. Stay true to your path. Don't let their actions pull you away from your purpose. Let their mimicry be a reminder of why you do what you do. Your authenticity, your uniqueness will always set you apart, no matter how hard they try to imitate. So, the next time you notice someone copying your actions without acknowledging it, don't let it shake your foundation. Instead, smile inwardly. Recognize that it's a sign of your strength, not theirs. You are building something that is far deeper than anything they can replicate. You are crafting a life that is uniquely yours, and that is what truly matters. In the end, it's not about them. It's about you and the strength you carry inside. Keep walking your path with purpose and clarity, and let them follow, try as they might. You don't need validation from anyone. Your journey is your own, and no one can take that from you. Part 4. When they downplay your achievements. You've worked hard. You've invested countless hours, sacrificed time and energy, and poured your heart into something meaningful. You've achieved something that feels significant to you, something that reflects your growth, your journey. But then, someone downplays it. They dismiss it as if it's nothing. They don't see the value in what you've accomplished. To them, it's not a big deal. And somehow, that stings more than anything. It can feel like a blow to your self-worth, can it? When someone who isn't part of your journey, who doesn't understand the weight of your efforts, dismisses your achievements as if they were nothing. You feel as though you've been invisible, as though the significance of your hard work is being erased in an instant. It's hurtful. It's frustrating. And it can make you question if what you've done even matters. But here's the truth. Their opinion of your achievements doesn't define you. It never has, and it never will. The real value of your progress lies within you, not in how others perceive it. Their attempts to downplay your success are simply a reflection of their own insecurities and limitations. It's not about you. It's about them. And deep down, they know it. Think about it for a moment. If your achievements didn't matter, why would they feel the need to diminish them? The truth is, your growth, your success, threatens their perception of their own limitations. When they downplay your accomplishments, it's because they cannot bear to acknowledge that you've risen above the barriers they've set for themselves. Your achievements, whether they seem small or grand, shine a light on what they haven't been able to do. Or perhaps what they're too afraid to try. In those moments, when they make light of your hard work, it's easy to feel deflated, as if you're not seen, as if you're not valued. But you are. Your value is not determined by their words, but by the strength you carry inside. You know what it took to get to where you are. You know the sacrifices, the sleepless nights, the moments of doubt, and the small victories that led to this point. You are the one who fought those battles, not them. You are the one who pushed through the challenges, and that will always hold more weight than their empty words. It's important to recognize that their downplaying of your achievements is not an attack on your worth. It's simply a projection of their own inability to celebrate someone else's success. It's a sign of their discomfort with their own journey. They may be stuck in a place where they cannot see the beauty of your progress because they are too focused on their own limitations. But you are not bound by that. You see the value in your journey, and that's what truly matters. In moments like these, it's essential to remember your purpose. Your achievements are yours. They belong to you and to no one else. What you've accomplished has meaning because it aligns with your personal growth, your goals, and your values. They cannot take that away from you, no matter how much they try to diminish it. The key is to stay focused on what truly matters, your own growth, your own path, and the journey that only you can walk. Instead of letting their downplaying of your achievements shake you, use it as fuel. Let it remind you of your strength, of how far you've come, and of the power you have within you to continue moving forward. Their words may sting, but they are meaningless in the grand scheme of your journey. You know the truth of your hard work, and that truth will always carry you further than their empty words ever could. So, when someone downplays your achievements, don't internalize it. Don't let it undermine your worth. Stand tall in the knowledge of your journey. Remember that your success is not for them to define. It's yours to celebrate. Keep moving forward. Keep growing, and let the noise of others fade into the background. You are the only one who gets to decide what your achievements mean. In the end, their words are nothing more than the reflections of their own limitations. Your path, your growth, and your accomplishments are what matter. Keep going, keep believing in yourself, and let your progress speak louder than any dismissive comment ever could. You are worthy, you are strong, and you are exactly where you need to be. Part 5. When they try to outdo you, yet never admit it. It's a subtle game, isn't it? When someone constantly tries to one-up you, to outdo what you've achieved, but never once acknowledges what you've done. It's like a quiet competition they've created in their mind, where your progress becomes a threat. But they'll never admit it. They'll never say it out loud. Instead, they'll continue to push themselves to be better than you, as if your growth is something they need to conquer. At first, it's easy to brush it off. You might even tell yourself it's just friendly competition. But deep down, you know something is off. Their need to constantly surpass you without recognizing the effort it takes to get to where you are starts to weigh on you. You might begin to wonder if they're secretly competing with you, or if your own success is something they can't quite accept. And that feeling can leave you feeling unseen, unappreciated, even though you're giving everything you have to succeed. It's easy to feel small when someone is constantly trying to outshine you. You start questioning your own worth, your own efforts. But here's something important to remember. Their competition with you is not your problem. It's theirs. The truth is, when they refuse to acknowledge your accomplishments and try to outdo you in silence, they're battling with their own insecurities. They are threatened by your growth, not because of anything you've done wrong, but because your success reflects their own fears. You might not always see it, but the reason they compete with you in this unspoken way is because they envy the qualities in you that they wish they had. It's not about your actual achievements. It's about the confidence and courage it takes to put yourself out there, to pursue what you want, and to grow without fear of failure. These are the things they want, but don't know how to attain. The truth is, you don't need their acknowledgement to validate your worth. You've already proven to yourself what you are capable of. Their attempts to surpass you are simply a reflection of their own lack of fulfillment. They're trying to fill a void, and in doing so, they overlook the true value of what you've accomplished. Your path is unique. Your success is yours. And that's something they can never take from you. You may be wondering how to deal with this kind of silent competition. How do you respond when someone constantly tries to outdo you but refuses to acknowledge the efforts you've put into your own journey? The answer is simple. You don't need to respond at all. Let them chase after what they think they're missing. Let them try to outdo you while you continue to focus on your own path. Don't let their need to outshine you cloud your sense of self-worth. Keep your focus on your own growth, on your own journey. Their actions, or lack of acknowledgement, cannot define your success. You are not in competition with anyone but yourself. Every step you take toward becoming the best version of yourself is an achievement, and no one can take that away from you. In those moments when you feel like they're trying to surpass you, remember that the true power lies in your ability to remain true to yourself. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. The strength you possess is rooted in your own self-belief and the quiet, steady determination that fuels your progress. You're not in a race with anyone. Your only competition is the person you were yesterday. So, let them try. Let them compete in their silent way. You are on your own path, and that path is already a testament to your strength and resilience. You don't need their acknowledgement to validate your journey. Your progress speaks louder than any attempt to outdo you. Keep walking, keep growing, and keep believing in your worth, because the only person you need to impress is the one you see in the mirror every day. Conclusion. As you've seen throughout this journey, recognizing when someone is truly jealous of you is not about proving them wrong. It's about understanding your own power and staying grounded in your truth. Every time they criticize your growth, celebrate your setbacks, mimic your actions without acknowledgement, downplay your achievements, or try to outdo you without ever admitting it, remember this: their behavior says more about them than it does about you. You are on a path of growth, of becoming the person you are meant to be, and no amount of envy or silent competition can take that away from you. Your worth is not determined by anyone else's opinions or attempts to overshadow you. Your value is intrinsic, rooted in the strength that you've shown through every challenge and triumph. Now it's time for you to take this understanding and carry it forward. The next time you notice someone trying to bring you down or compete with your success in secret, pause. Breathe. Recognize it for what it is: an opportunity for you to grow even stronger. Keep moving forward. Keep shining your light. Their jealousy has no power over you unless you give it space in your heart. Take this lesson to heart. Your journey is yours. Stay focused on your growth and trust that everything you need is already inside you. You have the strength to rise above envy, to stay grounded in your purpose, and to keep moving toward the life you desire. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this message with someone who might need to hear it today. And remember, no one can outshine your inner light unless you let them. Keep shining, keep growing, and keep believing in yourself. You've got this.